What's up YouTube, how you doing? This is Mr. Tybox123 and in this video I'm going to be bringing you my unboxing and first look at this, the Samsung Galaxy S3. So I've literally just got back from Westfield Shopping Centre in Stratford, and over there they've got a standalone Samsung store, really nice Samsung store, and they gave us the ability to pre-order the S3 and then also pick it up a day earlier than the official launch date, which is tomorrow. So I've been queuing over there for the last few hours, waiting to pick up my Samsung Galaxy S3 to be able to bring you guys this video. I've done a couple of videos on that on my vlog channel. If you don't know what my vlog channel is, then check out the link in the description and go and subscribe over there. But let's get into the unboxing of this, probably the most anticipated phone of this year anyway, which is the S3. So here we go guys, there's the box. Just to let you know that I picked this up off contract from the Samsung store for £499, so £500 off contract, which is about the right kind of price for this sort of phone without a contract. So let's get into the unboxing straight away and have a look at this. And there we go guys, there's the actual phone itself packaged up in the front of the box. On the front of the phone, on the sticker, it's telling us we've got Super HD AMOLED screen, Android technology, and obviously it's got that 1.4 GHz quad-core processor as well, Bluetooth version 4, NFC, ice cream sandwich, TouchWiz version 4. It's got the 720p display, it's got the 8 megapixel rear facing camera, and it's also got the 720p front facing camera. I think that's about 1.9 megapixels. Let's just put that to one side and see what else we get here in the box. So first of all, quick start guide, nothing interesting in there. Then we get all of our warranty information as well. Again, nothing really interesting. And then we get our Samsung Galaxy S3 earbuds. So let's just check those out actually and have a bit of a closer look at those, see what kind of earbuds they've given us. So there we go. They actually look fairly nice actually. Nice design. Don't look as cheap as the normal ones do that you get in the phone. They do have a headset as well. So that enables you to skip tracks and answer calls, pause and play music. Actually quite a nice looking pair of earbuds as well. And in fact, they give you a whole bunch of different sizes as well for those earbuds. So, you know, at least they've kind of not skimped out on the headphone side of things. You've got the USB power cable here. Kind of disappointed that it didn't come in white. With the HTC One X in white, they changed the colour of the power cable to white, and I think that's a nice touch. Bit of a shame that Samsung haven't done that with the S3, but anyway. Same as well with the power socket, they haven't done that in white, but anyway, it doesn't really matter too much, but it would have been kind of nice just to have it all colour coded. And then we've got this battery, and this battery looks absolutely huge. Let's see if we can see the milliamp hour on this battery. 2100 milliamp hour, so a fairly kind of chunky size battery as well that they give you with the phone itself. Let's just open that up, put this in the phone and get this thing powered on so we can have a look at it. And in fact what I'll do, I'll just talk you around the handset itself. On the top we've got the 3.5mm headphone jack, nothing else on there. Oh, we've got the, what looks like a, I'm not sure what that is, there's a little hole up there, maybe that's the microphone. No, there's a microphone at the bottom, so not quite sure what that one is. On the side, we've got the power on off, the standby button, and I actually much prefer it on the side, unlike the HTC One X where it's, oh, here we go again, nearly dropped it. I prefer the power button on the side rather than on the top because it's much easier to do it one-handed than it is to kind of reach around on the top and try and press that button on the top. Then on the bottom we've got the micro USB and also the microphone as well, and then on the other side we've got the volume up down buttons as well. Let's just take off the plastic wrapping here and have a look at this. It does look absolutely spectacular. The very front of the device looks absolutely fantastic. It's got the Corning Gorilla Glass as well, version 2. I'm not quite sure whether that's curved. I do think it has got a slight curve to it going that way. but I don't think it has going that way. So slight curve maybe going into that way. Now we need to take the back off and put the battery in. Let's just take off some more of these stickers. Ugh. Oh God, this is one thing that I absolutely hate. I know it's rigid when it's on the phone, but it just feels horrible, that bit of plastic. Every time you take it off, and it was the same on the S2, it just kind of feels like it's gonna snap, and I really do wish they'd put a bit more energy into making that a bit nicer. But anyway, let's slot the battery in here, and in fact, while we've got that open, we'll just take a look at the back of the device as well, where we got that open. So we've got that 8 megapixel camera at the top, 30 frames per second at 1080p. Got a slot for the micro SIM, slot for the SD card, which it can actually take up to 64 gigs, 16 gigabytes built into the phone itself, and then we've obviously got the battery as well that we've just put in. Let's turn that on. Put the case back on. I can't tell you how flimsy that back is. I really thought they might have done something about that. It does actually feel fine once it's on the phone itself. It's just when you're taking it on and off, it's just kind of gives you that feeling that it's just going to snap in half and break. So there we go. That's the device powered on. Now we've got to answer a few questions, so let's just run through that. First of all, it's asking us for the language, complaining that I haven't got a SIM. Then it's talking about networks. We'll just skip all of that. Set the time and date. Skip, skip, skip. Just get to this home screen. Not now. Next, 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 next. No thanks. Finish. Done. There we go. And we're into the home screen, which is there. And I've got to tell you that the screen, I didn't think it would be as good as the HTC One X screen, but it does look absolutely beautiful, and I think you can probably see that even through the video camera. It looks extremely nice. And in fact, if we just lock the screen and then take it out of standby, and then you can see these little raindrops that you get when you touch the screen, and if I shut up you can hear it as well. Let's put it here. There you go. And then obviously we can just swipe that across to actually get into the phone itself. Let's just have a couple of looks through some of the applications that we've got on here. It does feel, I must say, on kind of instant feel, a little bit more snappy than the HTC One X does, because obviously this has got the TouchWiz interface rather than the Sense one. And although I much prefer the HTC Sense wrapper that goes over the operating system, there's no doubt about it, the TouchWiz is a little bit more responsive. So yeah, looks and feels extremely nice. The build quality definitely feels a hell of a lot better than it did on the Galaxy S2, if still with that kind of flimsy back. But once it's on, it does feel quite rigid, and you know, actually feels like you could probably get away with dropping this a few times and it's not going to smash to pieces. So even though you do have that flimsy back, it still does give it a very solid kind of build quality once it's actually done. I must point out as well that this feels extremely light. Let's just do a comparison between that and the HTC One X. It does feel a hell of a lot lighter than the HTC One X. Let's just show you the home screens on both, and maybe you can kind of give me some feedback over to what screen looks better on the camera. In fact, I can actually see the Samsung Galaxy S3 screen looks to be flickering, whereas the HTC One X doesn't. Obviously they've got very, very different screen technology, so let me know what you think of that, just on that kind of very, very basic first impression there. In terms of the phone sizes, the S3 is a little bit bigger. It's about a few millimeters longer. In terms of width, they are literally identical, and in terms of thickness, they're pretty much identical as well. So there we go, guys. The Samsung Galaxy S3 and the HTC One X side by side. Now I'm obviously going to be doing a hell of a lot of comparison videos. We're going to test the camera. We're going to do a whole bunch of videos on this new Samsung Galaxy S3. So don't worry if we haven't seen too much of it now. I'm going to be rolling out a whole bunch of videos, testing the camera, obviously the full review. We'll do a load of side by sides as well with the iPhone, the HTC One X, maybe the Sony Xperia S as well. So we're going to do all of that. Anyway guys, thanks very much for watching. I'm going to get off and start playing with the Galaxy S3 so I can bring you guys some more feedback. please do hit that thumbs up button, and I will see you all in the next video. See ya.